Guards Polo Club, it's obviously one of the most famous polo clubs in the world. There is anyone with facilities like they have here at Smith's Lawn here, just outside Ascot, and set in the wonderful Windsor Park. There's nowhere else like it. And then great to be back here, started this time last year when we started on ground 6 and ground 8.
Guards Polo Club are the leading polo club in the world, really. So, this is the Wembley of polo, essentially. So, we're very proud to be working here and delighted that we've managed to work here for the last 30 years, really, on and off. And delighted that we're carrying on this year with another scheme for them. So, yeah, no, just lovely to work with leading clients, really, in the industry. It's been tremendous.
Well, this development of these grounds is part of a vision for the future that we first drew up in 2005, and it was a sort of three-phase project, of which the development of the grounds at Smith's Lawn is the final piece in the jigsaw. We developed our ground 3, which is just over there first, followed by 6 and 8 that we're standing on.
So the project that we had was to really basically level these 2 fields and to drain them properly for high gold polo. And that works involved stripping all the topsoil off the site. So again, it was all grassy, looking a bit like this, but slightly less well managed perhaps. So we took all the grass off, we took all of the topsoil off, and then quite an extensive earthworks exercise to create the 2 plateaus where the 2 polo fields are, ground 6 and 8, where we stood now. So the subsoil was all levelled, we brought the topsoil back on and then intensively drained through that topsoil. The main practical problem we had here, the particular soil type that we've got here and the ground conditions, we've effectively got a bit of a spring or sort of a high groundwater table beneath the site. And so during the earthworks phase of the project, it became very difficult to actually work the ground because it was in a very soft state because of the water table. So the solution to that here was to put in a very deep drainage system to begin with to help lower the groundwater table first. Then we could finish off doing the earthworks, and then we could put the sports field drainage system in over the top of it. So our sort of deep drainage machines and things came into their own here, really, because we were able to put drains in 1.5 meters below the sort of subsoil formation, lower that water table, improve the conditions so we could carry on working, and then we could finish the job off properly.
Because of the fleet of trenchers that we run, so we run a very specialist fleet of Maston Brook land drainage machines. Because we run those, we were able to solve the problem. So we identified the problem, and then we came up with a design very quickly, and we had the equipment here on site to be able to put in some very deep drainage to enable us to manage that water, which then enabled us to keep on programme to deliver the site exactly as the client wanted.
So part of the scheme was also to put in an attenuation pond that also is able to take out some of the nitrates and phosphates out of the drainage water. So behind me, you can just see the top of the fence there, there's a sort of a 5,000 cubic metre pond being formed, which helps to store water and lets the water out slowly into the lake. But also we've planted lots of reeds and willows in the bottom of that, which then draw out nitrates and phosphates, so the water that's going back into the lake is now cleaner than it would have been before, really. So there's partly an environmental aspect to the project as well as the pure sport aspect.
Also, there's been a huge amount of hard work put in here, not just from the site teams, but from the client as well. The client's been absolutely fantastic throughout the whole project. James and Anthony are great people to work with, they're decision makers. It's been a huge team effort in a very challenging year weather-wise with the heat. But I think everyone now can stand here on a lovely sunny afternoon in April and look at the site and be very proud of what everyone's achieved.
I had actually worked with White Horse back in the early 90s, at a different project, but not far from here. So I knew their reputation, I knew lots of fields that they'd already built. And so we studied everybody a little bit, and then we usual kind of shenanigans, reprice, but White Horse was the company that we chose, obviously, because we thought they were the best. So, and it looks to me like they haven't let us down. So, it's a pretty good job.
such a pleasure to work with the Guards Polo Club. I really enjoy building these 2 new pitches, and I would like to say thank you to James Neighbour and Anthony to give White Horse the opportunity to build these 2 new pitches.
Yes, I would recommend White Horse. So the whole process from design through contracts through to the actual construction all went very, very smoothly, on budget, and as I said, White Horse are very good at reacting to the challenges that we found. Very impressed by the resources that White Horse were able to put into the project to get it done on time and on budget.